Hello and welcome. Today has been a heck of a day. So I am off camera today, but I'm here. For those of you who don't know, I'm Sarah. I'm a professional software engineer and the one-woman show behind Anigrams Productions. So today, by request, we're going to be playing Monster Prom. I've never played this game before. I have no idea what it is or what it's about. So, it will be an experience. And with that, I think let's just get started. Maybe I'll check that on first. Yeah, I think that's alright. Oh yeah, I was going to increase the volume a bit. I noticed that with my previous streams, and maybe it would help to reduce just the music, but oh wow, that made a big difference. I noticed that with some of my previous streams, the voice acting was hard to hear in comparison to my speaking, so we'll try to figure this out. Yes, include voice acting, yes please.
Let's go.
Oh wow, multiple players. Oh right, I do remember that being a thing. Well, I probably should have asked my significant other to play with me then, but I guess we'll just do one player. And first term, yes. Oh, interesting. I can do a short game or a full game. And either one is pretty short, honestly. Let's do a full game. 60 minutes is usually how much time I allocate to these things. Ah, spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. I'm so glad that this follows traditional like visual novel controls so far. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Who am I? Oh, interesting. I don't know. This is the girl from the preview image that I used. Which I just grabbed from like the gallery because I didn't think their title screen was very interesting. Yeah, sure. Okay. Who are you really? Blue, Vicky. Yeah, we'll do a custom name, sure. Okay, just the traditional options here, that's fine. Cool.
Yay!
Yay! And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 6 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates.
Huzzah!
Miranda Vanderbilt, a sweet mermaid princess who is as cute as she was genocidal. Damien LeVay, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Scott Howell, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Liam de Leoncourt, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork.
Yay!
Polly Geist, a party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all of the wrong things.
What?
And Vera Oberlin, a mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear. It had to be one of them. But who? We only had 6 weeks to choose our prom date. And even more daunting, we only had 6 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But, as I already said, we were young and unafraid. And we were ready to start. Looking at this lineup, who am I most interested in? I'm not sure. Maybe we'll just, unless it forces us to choose, maybe we'll just, find out when we meet them. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more, we're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, TM, will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats. Oh, that sounds fun. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. Is your challenge to fix global warming? Go ahead. Nah, the world is doomed. But I'll start investing in ships and start a profitable business for the soon-to-be covered by Waterworld. It's time to be a real hero. I'll lead a mission to the sun in order to invite the sun to the party of its life. We'll have so many hilarious misadventures that the sun will eventually become cooler. Wink. Global warming isn't real. I invented it, and now science is claiming authorship because science is a lame copycat with no original ideas. I'll go with the world is doomed. So wealthy. Which is the coolest mythological creature? A sphinx who's super turned up and ready to party, and she wraps all her riddles. She still kills you if you don't answer them correctly, but she wraps the riddles. This weird creature I drew when I was 6, and which is clearly super derivative from other mythological creatures, but super cool and is my OC and my spirit animal, okay? The invisible hand of the free market. Definitely one of these two. I'm probably overthinking things. Because part of me is like, oh, well, you know, if I want to continue to get, like, the wealthy points, then, you know, this is obvious, right? I'm a fan of sphinxes. Sphinxes. So fun! If you were an ice cream, which flavor would you be? Meat. Double creme de la guerre and meringue. Spicy chocolate. No, chocolate on fire. Tequila and Coke. Wink. Success. Rainbows and gummy bears. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. If I were an ice cream, which flavor would I be? I know it's supposed to be funny, but like I'm thinking about like, okay, but which kind of ice cream would I actually enjoy? Or which flavor of ice cream would be an actual ice cream flavor? Because meat's just gross. I hate alcohol. Success? Was that money flavored? Like you bite into the ice cream and it's just like paper. But like wrinkled, someone stuffed it in their pocket and left it through the laundry paper. Rainbows and gummy bears, I can imagine that flavor, but also isn't very me. Well, I do like chocolate. Let's just say chocolate.
Let's go.
Uh-huh. Okay. So we started. We're in week 1. We are starting with 6 smarts, 3 boldness, 5 creativity, 5 charm, 7 fun, and 7 money. And there were... Okay, so if I hover over this, it kind of gives me a sense of what would increase what. If I can understand emojis. So green one's definitely money. Purple one was creativity. The orange one was fun. Blue one is smarts, and pink one is probably charm. And then there's just 2 different ways to select where to go. Alright. Well, normally when I do these things, smarts is where I go, honestly. Sure, okay. That day, you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain +2 smarts. You notice Scott and Damien waving their phones in each other's faces. Decide to take a look. As you get closer, you realize they're discussing Pokémon Go, the mobile game based on the hit television show Pocket Humans.
Awesome, bro.
Whoa, you've got a Walter Jacobs? Those are so rare.
Fucking metal.
You bet your ass I do. And check it out, his fiscal responsibility stat is 11. He's a fucking beast at doing his taxes. I heard he's lactose intolerant though. Yeah, I feed him nothing but cheese pizza to fuck with him. He hates it. That's not very nice. I'm super nice to my Leslie Dunbar. Fuck you, you've got Leslie Dunbar, the queen of insurance liability management? Yeah, I had to trade 2 Mindy Babcocks and Jared Fogle to get her, but it was so worth it. That's nothing. You've got a Pokemon so rare it'll send them both into shock. You whip out your phone and show them your Winslow Gibbs, fiscal responsibility 14, armor class 20, loving owner of a speedboat and several dogs. Or Scabs Rent-A-Car, sex murderer. I'm gonna go with the guy with the speedboat and several dogs, because they seem to be impressed by the financial rich people. Winslow Gibbs! Winslow Gibbs! He is Winslow Gibbs! What's so great about Winslow Gibbs? He looks like a tool. I don't know. I just feel like he gets me, you know? Bro, I will trade you all my lawyer type Pokemons for that Winslow. And an ultra briefcase. Or we could make some other kind of arrangement. Wink. Did you just say wink? Damien's trying to look unimpressed, but you can tell he's never seen such a fine Pokemon before either. And Scott looks clearly impressed. Score! You gain 2 fun and 1 charm.
Let's go.
Alright, so I am, I think, choosing which table I want to sit at. Who the heck is this tiger dude? Or this weird cat person? Are they like Patreons that they just stuffed in here? You know, like the people who have weird, like, portraits for patrons who, give a bunch of money. Anyway, I kind of like, well, I want to meet these two, I should say. Because I met this guy, and I met this guy, and I think I have an extra affection with this guy. But I think realistically, I'd want to be friends with these two. You approach Liam and Vera at their table, but before you can sit down, Vera holds up a hand.
Pathetic.
Stop. This is the cool people table, where only cool people are allowed.
So mainstream.
I would agree with what Vera just said, but agreeing is something only uncool people do. Wouldn't you agree, Vera? Nice try, Liam, but I think we're getting away from the point. This interloper still wants to sit with us. Well, if she wants to sit with us, she's going to have to prove she is as cool as we are. But without, like, trying to prove it. Trying is so uncool. So, what's it going to be? Well, I guess I'll be going then, because there's no way anyone could ever be as cool as Liam. Or, let me ask you this. Would an uncool person be giving Vera 50 monster dollars right now? Which I, of course, don't have. But yeah, sure, I'll go with this. Like, if they really don't want me to sit at their table, then I don't need to. Wait, was that sarcasm? No, of course not. She was clearly being totally sincere. There it was again. Are you two doing this on purpose? Now, why on earth would we do that? Gah, I can't tell whether you're being sincere or ironic. It's so cool. Everyone knows clear and efficient communication is the least cool thing of all. You've wooed me with your open disdain for language. I can't tell if you're being serious or not. Exactly. Vera and Liam invite you to sit with them and chat. By the end of lunch, none of you has any idea what anyone else meant. So cool.
Let's go.
I want to know who the weird cat dude girl is. Cat person. Yeah, sure, okay.
Give me your money.
Oh, a merchant. Welcome to my little shop. Buy some shit. I have shit that will boost your stats, shit that will lead you into stupid new adventures, even some shit that might be much needed at some very specific moments. So, take a look. Aha! I have $7. A sexy fake Latin accent. Why? The hottest thing is being yourself, honey. But a Latin accent is a close second, to be honest. For $5. A motivational poster. Crafting your art requires years of hard work, education from great mentors, and tons of raw talent. But damn, that sounds exhausting. So let's settle for a motivational poster for now, okay? For $5. A PR agent. High school social life is so hard nowadays that hiring a PR agent is totally a thing. For $6. Really? Only $6 to hire a PR agent? That's a really good deal. I also have no clue what that would do for me. A corpse! Yeah, I'm selling a corpse. It's like some kind of fashion accessory. It's not as if I'm trying to dispose of it or anything. $5. And something to do with an event. The gift that keeps on giving. See, I'm wise enough to know when a gift needs giving. It says it's free. But if I buy that, can I buy anything else? Let's look at the other ones. A Russian novel with an insightful approach to universal matters such as love and death. Are you sure about this? You can always use online encyclopedia to get the general idea and still be able to act as if you've read it. For $5 as well. Some impractical yet kind of funny glasses. Remember when these used to be cool? Now they aren't. But they're so ridiculous that they're still fun in their own twisted way. A blanket with 2 holes. Literally just a white sheet with 2 eye holes in it. You'd have to be an idiot to mistake this for a ghost costume, but most of our classmates are idiots. A fake badass tattoo. It has flames and a skull and even a knife. With this, you can murder your enemies, go to prison, make everyone your bitch, and then murder them too, and go to some kind of super prison. Street cred plus 9,000. Okay, well let's get my free thing. Oh. Oh. Lovely. Lovely. I got a lump of coal that just drained all of my stats. Wow. Great. Great start.
Let's go.
It still shows the little lump icon. Does that mean that I am, am I cursed? I guess we'll find out. Yeah, man, now that I've, started over with my stats. I have no clue what I'm doing in this game. Well, sure, okay. There's no rollback, though, for anyone who is wondering. I was like, oh, I probably shouldn't have done class again. I probably should have at least witnessed some of the other stat things, but there's no rollback, unfortunately. That day, you were astonished by the new stuff you learned in class. You thought high school was all about doing stupid shit with your friends and trying to find true love. You would have thought that a class would actually be useful. What a nice surprise. You gain 1 valuable lesson. Good luck trying to use that in this game. And 2 smarts. Okay, so I'm not cursed. Good to know, I'm not cursed. I was able to build some stats. Against the expected, you spot Scott and Liam engaged in what seems to be an intense conversation. They seem so into it that you can't resist the urge to ask them what's going on. We're discussing this recent novel, Two Lights. It isn't a novel, it's a rad movie with lots of cool dudes with amazing abs. Well, it's actually based on a novel. And it's anything but rad. It's cultural trash.
How ironic.
But I decided to like it, ironically. The thing is, there's this human girl with 2 guys who like her. But the guys are part of 2 enemy human races. The wild shirtless humans and the mysterious deep look giving humans. And it seems these type of humans can't stand each other. Oh, and the deep look giving humans shine in the sunlight. Did you know that's actually a lesser known trait of some humans? The thing is, the next movie will be released soon and they're super hyped. Ironically. We can't wait, bro. We need to satiate our hunger for 2 lights. This is your opportunity to show these 2 you're well versed when it comes to satiating urges. What's that supposed to mean? Go for it. Let's cosplay. Let's go shirtless. Or we should write a nuanced play based on it. Totally not fanfic. Yeah, okay. Not so creative. Oh, I see it. A nuanced pastiche involving the characters of 2 lights. Throwing a new light over their fears and desires. And studying their relationships. Wait. It is fanfic. Are you trying to trick me into writing fanfic? No way, Liam. She just told us it isn't fanfic. But you see, my dear Scott, it's actually a trick. Oh snap, I had no idea. But now I see it clearly. It's a trick because you're smart and you say it's a trick. Tricks are not cool, bro.
I'm out.
I must agree. Oh. Tricks are not cool. Therefore, you are not cool. Therefore, you lose 2 smarts and 1 fun. Man. This game is brutal.
Let's go.
And once again, we're Dustin trying to meet them. I want Tiger Man? You want me to meet the Tiger Man? Yeah, okay. You're hoping to enjoy your meal in peace, but Coach seems to have a different idea. Oh, he's my coach, okay. What's this? Eating regular food again? Fruits, vegetables, meats, dairy, blood. These are all parts of a complete lunch, sure. But you're forgetting the most important food group of all. Dietary supplements. Don't you worry now. Old Coach never goes anywhere without some emergency vitamins. Here, take your pick. It would be rude to turn him down, and who knows, maybe you'll gain some benefits after all. Coach holds out 2 pill bottles. Palomino Gold 25 Horse Supplement for a shiny coat and luxurious mane. Or a completely black bottle emblazoned with the Chinese character for party time. That either of those sound awful, but okay. You swallow the entire bottle of horse supplements because it's no use committing to a bad decision halfway. Suddenly you feel your hair growing silkier, even though you're not sure you had hair to begin with. Something seems different about you. For some reason I want to stroke your mane and feed you sugar lumps. It's probably because of how healthy you are, from all the vitamins.
And don't forget to take your vitamins.
It's like I always say, when life gives you vitamins, take them no matter what the label on the bottle says. You're inclined to agree. Also, some sugar lumps do sound good. Your classmates all gather around to comment on what a pretty pony you are. Everyone loves a horse, or a high school student slowly turning into one. You gain 4 charm.
Let's go.
Alrighty. Oh, and lump of coal took all my money too, of course. Well, let's try some of the other things. Sure, let's go do some creativity since I feel bad I failed that skill check for creativity. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you figurative oral sex. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain 2 creativity. Later, you see Liam beaming to himself. Liam? Beaming? It appears that my application to write for Virtue magazine was received and accepted.
So authentic.
I knew my pitch would hook them. Imagine the edgiest, most irreverent article subject you can think of. Now double it. That's my article subject. You see, I used a writing technique on them called lying. It's very effective. Up until they call your bluff. Now I've got to actually write an article, and I've got no idea what to write. You! Save me from the consequences of my actions. Suggest an idea that lives up to my own hype. Oh my gosh. A passionate argument for the legalization of recreational chimera toxins. Or a chilling expose of the pasta industry's griffin trafficking. Aww. Failed another skill check. Oops. Well, of course I don't condone the suffering of innocent magical creatures, but griffin pasta is delicious. So delicious. I simply don't think I could give up the taste of griffin pasta for anything, regardless of the cruelty involved. And I would hate to make a hypocrite of myself. If I don't have my integrity, what do I have? Other than my impeccable taste in art, music, and fashion. Liam does have pretty impeccable taste. How foolish of him to stoop to asking you. You lose 2 charm and 1 smarts.
Let's go.
So sad. So sad. Also, well, maybe. I was like, did this actually build my creativity? It might have. It might have. Now I feel like I'm just doing damage control, like, I don't want to have negative stats. That day, you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give 0 shits, but you gain 2 boldness. But Liam isn't paying attention to any of that. He corners you afterwards to lecture you on momentgram filters. What no one seems to understand about filters is that they're not about making pictures better. They're about making pictures browner and harder to see. That's why I use my own proprietary filter for almost all my photos, Infinite Top. It's also probably why I only have 6 momentgram followers, but we must all make sacrifices for our art. In any case, I have to go. There's a dead rat in the parking lot I simply must document. As soon as Liam's gone, Miranda peeks out of an air conditioning duct. Goodness, the situation is even more dire than I thought. If Operation Make Liam Popular Again is to succeed, we must get started immediately. What's that? Why yes, of course you're part of my operation. I unwillingly force people into my service all the time. Oh, you want to know why it's called Operation Make Liam Popular Again? Well, he's been alive for like centuries, right? I'm sure he must have been popular at some point. I'll check the history books later. There's no time now. Phase 1 is getting Liam more momentgram followers. I took the liberty of having my royal spies discover the password to his account so we can give it a total makeover. But what to do? Use his account to post a bunch of porn and bomb recipes. Or pay 1 million homeless people to follow Liam on Momentgram. We're trying to make him popular again. Or just popular in general. Oh, but I'm not wealthy enough. Oh yes, solving problems with money is my family's specialty. Unfortunately, Father canceled my royal credit cards after I had all those land ponies shipped to our underwater castle and they drowned. But I'm sure you have enough money to accomplish this feat. You totally don't. You decide to cut costs by hiring goats instead of people. But goats don't have thumbs or smartphones. So instead of having them follow Liam on Momogram, you just have them follow him in real life. Ah! Where did all these goats come from? Get them away from me! They ate my cashmere phone cozy! This is madness! Exit Liam, pursued by goats. This was a terrible idea, and also goats are still pretty expensive. You lose 2 creativity and 1 money. This game is brutal! Oh my gosh! I think the only one I haven't met yet is the blue person. You find Polly and Liam not eating as usual. You know, because they're undead. You know, the food in this cafeteria really is atrocious. It's hardly even worthy of my Momogram. What? I don't even eat the food. See? This is exactly what I mean. We can do so much better than these subpar culinary abortions. Oh, I see what you mean. You mean the 2 of us should have a cook-off. What? No. Did you say something? I'm not listening because I'm so psyched about this cook-off. At no point did I agree to. I've got a huge advantage though, because I've cooked so many drugs. Oh, you think you've got the advantage, huh? I've been alive for centuries of culinary history. It's on. The 2 of them dash into the kitchen, ignoring all rules of law, school, and common decency as they commence cooking. 2 celebrity chef judges appear to critique the challengers. I think they're both equally horrible, says the cruel British judge. I think they're both equally marvelous, says the overly nice British judge. Both judges turn to you. What do you think, tiebreaker judge, whose meal truly is the cat's pajamas? Liam's, because I think that glass jar of fresh human blood really goes with the parsley he's sprinkled on top. Or Polly's, because she literally just made a pair of pajamas for a cat. Ha! In your face, Wolfgang suck. That would be a better name for Scott. I'm not even a wolf. As a matter of fact, that would be a better name for you. Oh, what? Because I'm a vampire? Whoa, that would totally make sense. No, I just meant because you suck. Well, this sucker just wowed the judges with my blood tartare. It's raw, organic, free-range blood, unethically sourced from a local terrified human. And that parsley, farm to table. Or rather, farm to blood. I threw it in the blood. I like the color. Actually, it's well known that nobody knows what parsley tastes like. And you probably never will, because you're certainly not drinking any of that concoction. You tell Liam his prize for winning the cook-off is eating lunch alone with you. Slurp, slurp.
Let's go.
Alright, I've got negative money. Negative money. What if I go to the library? Sure. Congratulations, you have been chosen. Win big. That day, he spent some time at the library's PCs, sending malicious spam emails in the hopes of stealing other people's money. It doesn't sound very nice, but who's really the one to blame if they respond to such a blatant scam? You lose 10 karma, which isn't a stat in this game, so who cares? And you gain 2 money. Later, you see Liam scrolling through his phone, looking like the embodiment of... Anyway. Hey, what are you doing? Stalking classmates for romantic purposes and offering rather absurd advice? Magnificent! I could use some rather absurd advice. I was exchanging messages with a were-koala on this dating site, and all was going well for a time. But I've grown tired of our exchanges. He's a bit clingy, and being clingy is my 7th biggest turnoff. Right between sarcasm illiteracy and actually being a pickle and not a person. The postmodern protocol dictates for me to just ghost him and never talk to him again, but that's horrible, and I would never do that to someone. You see, I'm Liam, handsomely mysterious, yet a true gentleman. But neither do I want the emotional turmoil of telling him how I really feel and having an actual conversation about it. What an ordeal. So I've settled on just sending him a bunch of emojis and then never texting him again. That should do it, right? The thing is, how can I convey this complex array of sentiments through the friendly language of emojis? This is your time to shine. Show Liam you excel at complex sentiments, so he might someday feel like sharing them with you. Maybe croissant, school bus, shooting star, trumpet, and crocodile. Or this one. Little vampire, growing disinterested, and overly attached were koala emoji. Oh, man. I have 0 creativity to make this work. And negative smarts. Ah, fuck. That one? Are you kidding? That's just too on the nose. What do you want? For him to understand it too well? Leave some room for the delights and nuances of miscommunication. What will you advise me to do next? Tell him clearly how I feel? Or would you prefer that I write it on a brick and throw it at his face? Would that be blunt enough for you? It would. Here, I'm sending a croissant, a school bus, a shooting star, a trumpet, and a crocodile. I'm sure you would never have thought of that. I mean, who's that specific nowadays? Obviously not me.
I'm out.
Bye. Later that day, you receive a text from Liam. It's the little frowny vampire being ungrateful of the advice of his little emoji friend emoji. You lose 2 creativity and 1 charm. Oh my gosh. We're over halfway through. I am devastated. This is not going to plan. I can see how this game would be more fun with friends and like all of you commiserating on how terrible it is together. Oh my gosh. Well, we haven't gone to the gym yet, and we went outdoors, but it was just the, merchant, so I didn't really get to do anything with it. Oh, and that's the merchant again. So, let's do the outdoors. That day, during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself. But who cares? It's a rad party. You gain 2 fun. Suddenly you hear Scott cry out, "Liam, look out!" You turn to see the source of the commotion. Scott has accidentally thrown a football straight at Liam, who is peacefully reading in the grass. Liam looks up, sees the football, and freezes. "Liam, you gotta move! The ball's gonna hit ya!" "I can't, for I have stalwartly refused to hone my reflexes in any way as a protest against sports." It's a good thing Scott threw the ball so incredibly high. It means you still have a few seconds to act. How will you avert this calamity? Throw yourself in front of Liam in a heroic slow-motion rescue maneuver, or try reasoning with the football. It's a football. You can't reason with it, right? But if I've learned anything from this game so far, it's that none of these choices are what I expect. Like, the last question about like, oh, which emoji do I use? I did not realize there was actually that specific of an emoji. I thought it was like, I was passive aggressively telling him to just like speak his mind and be honest. Although I should have known better because, you know, this is Liam we're talking about. But hey, I'm learning slowly through failure. But still, how do you reason with a football? Oh my gosh. I have 2 boldness though. I have 2 boldness. Like a sexy Secret Service agent, you break into a sprint and take a running leap directly into Liam's chest. His book goes flying and his glasses shatter. The football lands harmlessly a few feet to your right. Liam pulls out a backup pair of glasses and dons them disapprovingly. "If you wanted an excuse to touch my body, you should have simply asked. So I could have told you no, you Neanderthal." "Nice tackle, bro." "But wait, you can't tackle someone who's already on the ground. That's a flag. Bad tackle." You're really getting it from all sides right now. And yet, something tells you that you won't be getting any. You lose 2 charm and 1 boldness. Yep, figures. Should have reasoned with the football. That was obviously the correct answer. Who the heck is this blue-haired person? This other blue-haired person. Interdimensional prince, okay. You're enjoying a quiet meal by yourself when a wound opens in the fabric of space, revealing the interdimensional prince.
Greetings, my love.
"Greetings, hero. I have a task for which no hands are fit but yours. A portal is sealed against me, which I have not strength enough to open. Please help me to break the seal. On this jar of kosher dill pickles." Seriously? You take the jar from him, pop off the lid, and hand it back to him. Maybe he'll leave you alone now? Oh, bless you, hero. Your noble deeds deserve a noble title. Yes, I will give you one free noble title, redeemable now. Maybe he'll leave you alone if you accept a title. Anyway, having one would be sweet. You check his phone to see your options. The foreign minister in charge of extreme handsomeness, or most unscrupulous treasurer. An excellent choice, and your timing couldn't be better. Our last unscrupulous treasurer just absconded with half our funds. Let me just give you my account numbers, the keys to my money pit, and the combinations to all my safes. Hey, where'd you go? No time to talk. Too busy absconding with funds. You take all you can carry, plus 4 money.
Let's go.
Alright, and now I will go to the gym that I couldn't go to before. I could go to the merchant dude. I have enough money for one item. I guess I've learned my lesson about opening gifts.
Show me that money.
Hey, why would you study and prepare for your future when you can come here and buy some weird shit instead, am I right? A tampon used by the former prom queen. You know, for good old blood rituals, or in case you're just a creep with unhealthy obsessions. Don't even dare ask me how I got this. A bag of regular cocaine. Good old cocaine. In these times of weird experimental substances with horrible side effects, cocaine has become the new vanilla of drugs. I probably should have marked this stream as mature content. Let's see. Drugs? Yup. Significant profanity or vulgarity? Yup. Sexual themes? Yeah, there was a thing about, BJ's earlier. Violent and graphical depictions. I don't know, but okay. Content warning updated. You know, now that we're like halfway through. A penguin mask. You want this, you sick pervert? I had no idea you appreciate a good old reverse remaining Wilkinson. I must admit, it's kind of hot you're into that kinky shit. I think I can kind of guess what these things are. I'm probably sure this is smarts. This is fun. This is creativity. This is probably boldness. No clue what that is. This is probably charm. Oh my gosh.
See you later.
I'm always amazed at how people keep coming and buying all this stupid crap. Intriguing.
Let's go.
Alright. We never did go to the gym. Let's go do that. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain 2 charm. Scott strolls by, happily munching on something. Liam gapes at him, appalled. What on earth are you eating, Scott? This delicious new flavor of Fingal's potato chips. Maximum Ultimate Double Barbecue Massacre. Really? Because it looks like a raw severed goat head inside a cardboard tube. Oh, yeah, I guess it does. Could have sworn it was potato chips. Still tasty though. Tasty? Tasty? Does wanton environmental destruction sound tasty to you? I don't know. Is that a kind of jerky? No, Scott. Do you realize that in order to harvest these goat heads, Fingals and Co. decapitate millions of innocent goats every year? Now, Liam, I think you would appreciate that. Because they probably helped you get rid of your goat problem that I caused. But what do they do with the bodies of the goats? Nothing! It's a horrendously wasteful practice. Oh no! All those poor headless goat bodies running around and bumping into things. We have to stop them! Wait, really? I was just trying to make you feel guilty. I didn't actually have a plan of action. But if someone were to suggest one... Assemble an army of vengeful undead goat torsos. Or write an extremely mean blog post. Oh my gosh. Not creative enough, apparently. That's a great idea. I'll do it right now. Wait, Scott, I think she meant I should... But it's too late. Scott has already snatched Liam's laptop and started typing. Grr, mean words, mean blog post, grr. He's not even writing words, he's just punching and slapping the keyboard. That's how you know the words are mean, because they're made with punching. Before Liam can get his computer back, Scott has already posted his masterpiece, which begins with the immortal line, gibberish. Got it. Fingals is strangely unmoved by this heartfelt essay, and Liam's computer is a smoldering ruin. You lose 2 smarts and 1 money in order to repair Liam's computer. I'm so sorry, Liam. I am just like ruining your life. Turn after turn after turn. But the game keeps throwing you at me. I'm so sorry.
Let's go.
And now there's another weird dude in the lunchroom. Who are you, dude? You've barely sat down when the whole wolf pack comes running over, clearly panicking. Doc, you gotta help us. We're suffocating. It's like we're not getting enough air. We can hardly talk. Ah, you see the problem. You remind them that in order to, that in addition to breathing out, they also need to breathe in.
No way!
Oh, whoa! That works way better. I have no idea how we forgot about that. Yeah, you don't either. Thanks for saving our lives, dog. We owe you one. And we'll pay you back. Right now. What do you want? We'll do literally anything. Teach me calculus, or give me an extreme makeover. I'm not really expecting them to teach me calculus. But every time I approach this, like, reasonably, it always backfires. But also, this is like the interdimensional prince guy, right? Like, so either one of these should give me a buff of some sort, right? This is so gonna backfire. An extreme makeover? Like, an extreme makeover? Are you sure? You're not, because apparently this is what you want from a pack of idiot dogmen. Alright, boys, you know what that means. Time for one of our patented extreme spa treatments. Suddenly, you're surrounded by wolves, covering your face with their wide, moist tongues. Oh. You can feel your pores really opening up beneath the relentless torrent of dog saliva and unconditional love. When the wolf pack finally gets bored of licking you, you're positively glowing. You gain 4 charm. Oh gosh.
Let's go.
Oh gosh. I'm so screwed at this point. Just in general. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you are struck by the lightning of inspiration. You come up with the ultimate nickname for yourself. You tell everyone to call you by it, also known as one of the 7 most douchebaggish moves in the world. But the nickname is so awesome, inventive, and appropriate that people decide to go with it. Quite the feat. You gain 2 creativity. We, the devs, dare you to actually come up with a nickname for yourself and to ask the other players to call you by that name until the end of this run. Yeah, I got nothing. Not even going there. You're casually reading the latest issue of Monster Magazine when you are rudely interrupted. See, even Annie, a sensible monster with a good head on her shoulders and at least some smarts, is reading Monster Magazine. Yeah, and that's bad, because we're warriors, so we need to fight. Scott takes the magazine from you and punches it. Hooray! Let's go solve another of the world's major problems. No, Scott, we're social justice warriors. You see, ever since our major success with the Fangles goat head debacle, we've taken it upon ourselves to stand up against injustice. By punching magazines. No, Scott. As you no doubt noticed, Monster Magazine's sexiest monster alive this year is Count Victor von Musselbod, the werewolf prince / bodybuilder. That makes him the 5th royal werewolf bodybuilder in a row to earn the title. What about those of us with leaner physiques? What of our representation? So now we're endeavoring to get Monster Magazine to name someone from a more marginalized community as their sexiest creature alive. We just need to figure out a way to convince them, since I guess punching the magazine wasn't good enough. Psh, that's easy. All you need to do to solve everyone's body image issues forever is make our own version of the magazine featuring a 3-winged chupacabra on the cover, or lean heavily into the warrior part, storm Monster Magazine and hold the editor-in-chief captive until he promises to stop exclusively promoting one aesthetic as the pinnacle of monster sexiness. Well, I know I want to choose. It's gonna backfire. Almost certainly. I've come to accept it at this point. Then I fail at this game. Yeah, not creative enough. What a brilliant idea. Three-winged chupacabras are definitely an underserved population. Yes, let's make a magazine. You let your creative juices flow and craft your own version of Monster Magazine. Unfortunately, your creative juices just aren't that juicy. And so your version of Monster Magazine is basically a bunch of doodles and pictures from other magazines glued into some papers and poorly stapled. Something isn't working. Maybe it's the fact that your creation is deeply abhorrent. Nah, it's just that it's missing the cherry on top. A very amateurish fanfic where you meet your favorite band and they hire you as their assistant, and all of you snuggle a lot. And there's some centrification too. Now it's perfect. Bro, I'm not sure about this. This thing looks not great. I think what he means is that your magazine is an act of terrorism against good taste. I think we should dismiss this SJW reunion so we can all bleach our eyes and hopefully unsee this abomination. Bye! Everyone's a critic. You publish your magazine, and by publishing it, you mean printing some copies yourself and trying to sell it. Someone gives you some change thinking you're a delusional homeless person. In the end, it seems Liam isn't the only one who thinks your magazine is an act of terrorism against good taste. The police think the same and they put you in jail. You lose 2 fun and 1 smart.
Let's go.
Week 6. I think this is the last week, right? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Man. What do I care about at this point? What's the point? What's the point of anything? Oh gosh. So I've got 0 creativity, negative fun, and negative money. Money or fun? Money's good. That day, you spend some time in the library's PCs, playing some good old online poker. Gambling seems like a stupid and dangerous decision. But who cares? This time it paid off, so fuck it. You gain 2 money. You hear a cry of anguish. It sounds like several of your friends getting their asses kicked at a video game. And it is! You find Scott, Damien, Liam, and the Slayer? They're playing Federation of Fables, the infamous super competitive MOBA. They spot you.
Yo!
Hey you, we need your help. We can't let these noobs win. It's true, this is so serious that we've put our feud aside to team up against a greater evil. 13-year-old brats that think they're better than us at FOF. We were kicking their asses, but their jungler used a super special skill on our mage that cursed him to roam the desert for 40 years. In real life. FOF developers are crazy as fuck. This game is insane. We need to destroy their base soon or we'll lose. Or, you can trust me. I am playing Wally Rex the Dino Diplomat. I'm in negotiations with one of them. If we reach an agreement, their senseless bloodbath will end in a peaceful truce. We need to destroy their base before Liam does his lame diplomatic thing. I'm Joe the Hole Digger. I'm digging holes to see what happens. I might find a bone. That won't help us in any way, Wolf Boy. Not if I can't find a super cool bone. Come on, join this alliance. Let's fight the good fight. Now it all comes down to making the right choice. Which absurd character will be the game changer in this match? Gary, the game developer, mighty creator of entertainment. No one, just start dancing in a very stylish way. That always solves your problems, doesn't it? Ironically, I don't know. I want to say, like, because I have high charm, maybe I'd have a better chance at succeeding if I just started dancing. But I love the idea of, like, playing a game developer in a game. Oh my gosh. Either way, sorry guys, I'm screwing you over. This is the point of the game, right? If you make your paramour's life a living hell, then they'll fall for you, right? That must be the point, the purpose of this game. Gary, that's a super risky choice, dude. Developing a game isn't a fun task. There's lots of risk and uncertainty. It is not a wise career to choose. Written by game developers. Look at him, he's hiding in a bush while developing video games. Not smart. Go, Gary! Thanks, Scott. You always have my back. Fuck, the other team's Ibsen the Viking bastard is approaching the bush where Gary is. Everyone knows Vikings are strong against game developers. Ah, Ibsen has 2 battle axes. I don't think Gary is resistant to battle axes. I can't watch this bloodbath. Clearly Gary's dreams of creating a successful independent video game didn't include facing a Viking with a thirst for blood. Well, Gary's no longer a game developer. Now he's just a bloody carcass and a pool of his own excrement. I guess life is always full of unexpected twists. And we've lost. I guess pretending you could help us was stupid of us. Yeah, almost as stupid as you choosing a game developer to fight in a violent melee. Thanks for nothing. Wow. They leave. You feel so bad. You don't know if you'd rather be the one roaming the desert for 40 years. No, this feels bad, but still better than the roaming thing. Still, you lose 2 fun and 1 smarts. Oh gosh.
Go.
Okay, this time I've met all the people, I think. I know I probably should be using this time, but I feel like I've squandered all my all my opportunities. Let's talk to the cat person outside of the merchant thing, outside of the shop. See who they are. Who are they as a person?
Give me your money.
Oh no, it's just a shop. Oh, well, okay. Shouldn't you be out here trying to romance a classmate or something? Anyway, welcome. Of course. Well, it's pretty much my last opportunity. I'm not gonna get more money, so sure, okay. I'll buy a dirty tampon, why not?
Catch you later.
You bought a used tampon just because. And I think that reduced points. Figures. Figures.
Let's go.
Well, last chance to do anything. What should we do? Well, I think I will just... I could build more fun, but I think I'll go to class. It is high school after all. That day, you're the first one in class, or night, as the case may be, because it's nighttime. You sometimes come early because you enjoy talking to the teacher. He's a bit bitter, but in a cool way. He treats you like an adult, and the two of you discuss life and stuff in a very snarky way. Look at you, excelling at cliched movie tropes. You gain 2 smarts and 1 invaluable life insight that will help you face the difficulties of being young. You hang out afterwards to impress Liam with your sweet moment-gram filters. You're really making some headway when...
My love.
Never fear, bored teen. I am here to rescue you from the drudgery of high school. Nah. I suppose your heart's in the right place, but I'm afraid there's no experience novel enough to conquer my limitless ennui. Not even marrying an interdimensional prince. No, not even that. What about marrying an interdimensional prince? Ironically.
Oh.
My god, it's so disruptive. It may be the most disruptive thing ever. No, it seems the prince has bewitched Liam with his idiotic proposal. All is lost, unless you can think of something even more disruptive to marry. A unicorn with a toilet on its head? Or the concept of marriage itself?
Sorry, extreme.
No. Recursion was so last year. In fact, it's so last year that it was so last year. And last year, it was so last year. And don't get me started about last year. Great Garblocks, he's stuck in a loop. You've broken him. And last year, it was... I can't marry a broken man. It would be catastrophic for my image. Interdimensional prince, away! Well, you got rid of that pesky prince, but you doubt if Liam will ever forgive you for trapping him in an irony loop. You lose 2 charm and 1 smarts. The monster prom draws near. Oh, I can just choose anyone to go to the prom with me at this point? Oh man. I love that I can choose none of them. Oh boy. The game was really pushing me towards Liam. I think the game thought that he was the one for me. I could try, but I failed every single interaction. Every single one. I ruined that dude's life. But like, what are the consequences? If I ask him, can he say no, and then what? I just go by myself anyway. Yeah, let's try it. What's the worst that could happen?
Welcome to Liam the Liam Core.
Let's go.
You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you. You and me? Psh,
So mainstream.
that'd be so predictable. Don't be a fool. Also, right now, I only date blue inanimate objects. Don't harass me with your narrow mind, and please respect my sexual preferences.
Are you serious?
You've been rejected. Yeah, as expected. Failing at Monster Prom broke the essential process of growing up in your life. You became fixated on it, and you never became a functional adult. Now you're just an old person that sits at parks and talks to strangers about the time you almost got a date to the Monster Prom. It is as weird and as sad as it sounds. Most likely to get an anal bleaching. And if idiots could fly, this place would be an airport. Yep. Those 6 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. Yeah, I didn't get to meet her or her or her. I never saw the... Oh, she was one of the main characters. These four were the main characters. I don't remember him or her. After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Damien and Scott teamed up and took second in a national Pokemon tag tournament. The crowd was amazed. Their Pokemon team did taxes as if there were no tomorrow. It was a thing of beauty. Liam kept doing art so hard that he eventually evaporated and became the concept of coolness itself. As he left the physical plane, the last thing Liam did was give everyone a condescending look. Miranda used her vast knowledge of serfs to get a job handpicking the best serfs for other people. Unsurprisingly, she ended up leaving her serfs to do the work. For those 6 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended them then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. You've just unlocked an erotic fanfic about dragons. This is about to get weird. You have unlocked 8 new images in the gallery. Yeah. Lovely. That's a lot of different endings. So most of those were in the credits, right? Similarly, that's a lot of things. Lots of art. Anyway. Just looking around. Yeah, okay. So that was Monster Prom. I can definitely see how that would be way more fun with friends and like laughing at each other's failures. Granted, I kind of screwed myself over early because of course I went to the shop and I bought the thing that gave me the lump of coal that erased all my stats and money. So, to be fair, that kind of screwed me over from the start, but yeah, it's a little too nonsensical for me. little too nonsensical for me. It's but you know, I can appreciate it for what it is. I'm probably not gonna play it again unless someone wanted to play it with me, but it was fun. It was entertaining. Alright, well, thank you everyone. Next week I will probably be taking the week off to deal with family stuff, and then I will be back first Friday in October, I think. So, I'll see you all then. Thank you.